Rob Edwards has given a really encouraging update on the future of Riley McGree. This is bonkers for Boro with me, Phil Spencer, the place where you can get all of your Middlesbrough news. But as far as Riley McGree is concerned, it could be good news and he could be back in the Middlesbrough fold before too long. Now, McGree has endured a really difficult time with injuries, really just sort of struggled to get going over the last couple of seasons. And it's kind of felt like he's drifted out of contention under Rob Edwards, but also under Michael Carrick last season, just due to his lack of availability. He hasn't really been in these kind of conversations for what Middlesbrough's best 11 is at the moment, but he is on his way back from injuries. He's featured in a couple of matchday squads in the last couple of weeks, but where does he feature under Rob Edwards? Is he good enough? Can he be fit enough to play a big role under Edwards this season in the Championship? Well, speaking to Teesside Live, Rob Edwards spoke about the situation with Riley McGree. He was saying Riles will find a way back into the team. He'll just have to be patient. A few of the other boys have had to be, especially after you've been out for a little while and there are people in good form. He'll understand that, but he'll want to play as well. The good thing is that there's flexibility there. He can play wide, coming inside. He can play 10, or he can play the midfield role as well. I like him connecting the game, so I like him in those tighter areas, rolling into the half spaces and being able to link and get the combinations going and playing people through. He's obviously got a goal in him as well. We see him fitting into a number of positions, to be honest, and that's the beauty of Riley McGree. The great thing is we've had him out there now on the training pitch consistently for a good few weeks. So it's been a really positive thing for Riley McGree that he is back in contention. It's great to hear Rob Edwards speaking so highly of him as well. It does mean that he is in that mix with Rob Edwards. He could be back in the first team contention. And for me, that's a really positive thing because I fall into the category of someone who's almost forgotten how good Riley McGree can be. It's been a good couple of years since we've seen him play on a consistent basis. He was absolutely electric under Michael Carrick in that campaign when we got into the playoffs. He was the player who played us as a sort of left winger in that team, kind of drifting in off the left side into the number 10 spot. That was the season when, of course, we had Ryan Giles, who was pushing forward and providing the width down the left. And I do feel like if he can prove his fitness, he is someone who is capable of being a first team regular in this team. I think for me that left-sided attacker role is perhaps one of the few positions in the team which is sort of up for grabs at the moment. Of course, in attack, we've got Tommy Conway up there. We've got David Strelec, who can play slightly deeper. We've got the likes of Morgan Whittaker on the right-hand side. He's got a couple of goals of late, and he's someone who could be playing in that sort of role. But off the left side, no one's really kind of grasped that position just yet. Delano Bergsorg has played a couple of times of late, and he's blown sort of hot and cold. Sanjay Hansen has done it as well, and he's done fairly well in that role in the couple of cameos that he's had. But no one has really put in the sort of performances where you're saying, yep, he's the man to play that position consistently moving forward. And that could be great news for Riley McGree coming into that role. Of course, he can also play in different positions as well, depending on what Rob Edwards is planning to do. He can play as the traditional number 10, as he said, but he could also be playing in a slightly deeper role in central midfield as well. I could see him deputising for Hayden Hackney, for example, playing that similar sort of role to him in midfield as he links up with the midfield and the attack as well. But I think it's all well and good saying this, and I think he is a really good player, but he does ultimately need to prove that he's physically going to be capable of playing these games. He's now going to be able to be part of those plans moving forward on a consistent basis, because speaking about him a little bit more, Rob Edwards was saying he's now been in a few matchday squads, which is brilliant. We've not quite been able to give him the minutes yet, but he is there. We'll do what we think is the right thing for any individual. If we think they need a run out for the under-21s, it doesn't matter if they're 32 and have played 600 games, that's no problem. That needs to be a conversation with everyone, though. I don't think Riles, the way he's been training, particularly needs those games. I think he could come straight in for us. But if we did, it would have to be the right thing for us to get him minutes a little further down the line. We can have a chat about that, but I don't think he needs to. So Rob Edwards is very much saying that Riley McGree is ready to play a role for Middlesbrough. He could feature as soon as in the next couple of weeks, really. But of course, he is going to have to battle his way into that team. But I think that the first thing will be getting him on the pitch and coming off the bench, making an impact, showing fans, reminding fans almost what he's capable of, because he is a quality player. We just haven't seen it for so long, but it'll be great to see him back in the team, remind everyone what he's capable of, and possibly even nailing down that starting spot in the 11th. So I want to know what you think about Riley McGree. Is he someone who can still play a big role for Middlesbrough after these injury problems, or do you think it's too little too late for him now with such added competition for places? Drop into the comments below. Let me know what you think, and if you have enjoyed this, please do hit like, please do hit subscribe, and we'll catch up with you next time.